Okay, guys. It's time to... Oh, crap. That's loud. It's time to experience gaming history, the classics. I always loved this game as a kid. Like most people, I don't think I'd ever really reliably get past the third level. But now, I return a man grown with full gamer skills. So, I've always been envious of people that can just play through the whole game. So I'm gonna try to do that. Just play through it, no teleports, no nothing. Just beat it all. Planning to do a rating stream soon? Yeah. It seems like the conventional wisdom with that is that you should ask the publisher for permission, but the publisher of the books that I want to read don't exist anymore. Certainly the rights have probably transferred to somebody else, but I don't know how to find that person, and there's no way that they'll... I mean, why is it in their interest to even give a crap? Like, I'd have to find the right department of the right company and ask the right person, and they'd just say no, because they have no reason to say yes. So, I think I'm just gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna do it, and hopefully, I won't get banned or get in trouble or anything. And I guess I can pretend, I can feign ignorance if it's an issue, so... Yeah, I just need to buy some gear now. I just need to, I'm gonna get a tripod and stuff. Yeah, they are making a new Battletoads. It was at E3 year before last? And I don't think it was there this year, or 2019. Or no, wait, it was 2019. Yeah, I played it at 2019. It was fun. It was fun. It was, I think, like, some of the fighting mechanics maybe still needed a little tweaking. It was very animation heavy, which makes sense. Like, one of the things about Battletoads is how cartoonish the attacks are, and how, like, them fighty frogs will morph their hands into stuff, so it's got a very kind of Looney Tunes aspect to it. So I kind of get why they would, focus on that, and make it like a really... It was like really well done 2D animation for all the attacks and stuff. The counterpart to that is that, the animations take time, so if you have, like, a cool animation for an attack of somebody turning their hand into a shark and hitting somebody with it, it looks really sick, but it also takes time. So the thing about Battletoads is it's really fast, and you kind of have to have a game be fast and responsive to be a fun beat 'em up. Luckburn, thanks for gifting a sub. Open right away with some kindness. That's good. I'm probably gonna need it, because I don't know what I'm in for. I don't know what I'm in for with this game, to be honest. I've watched it be played a lot. I always wanted to get to the Clinger Winger level as a kid, reading about it in magazines and stuff. It always looked so cool, but certainly could never get there. I remember I played this on my birthday too, just because it was a game I played a ton as a kid. And I got to Ice Cavern without too much problem. And I don't think I'll have too much problem getting past Ice Cavern. But beyond that, it's, man, there will be dragons, so we'll see. Luckburn, thanks for gifting yet another sub. I don't think there's a release date on the new Battletoads either. I could be wrong about that, but I remember I was following it, I was interested in it. Because it's like a kind of a cool thing for Microsoft to do. Make another one of those for no reason, really. As much as people like meme ask for Battletoads, I don't think anyone actually cares. Yeah, the days without saves. Well, the days without saves, but also games you can beat in 20 minutes if you know what you're doing. But I don't. Oops. Careful? Okay. So, we'll see. We'll see how this shakes out. Damn it. Yeah. I remember the good runs were ones where you could end the stage with like more than 5 lives. That's how you knew you were serious business, bringing the heat. People who played it like the Toe Jam and Earl game, and Battletoads is known for being hard by gamers, so why the fuck not? Yeah, I need to play the new Toe Jam. Actually, I've never played Toe Jam and Earl. Never really was a big Genesis kid growing up. I was lucky enough to get one console. And by virtue of Nintendo Power's indoctrination, it was a Nintendo Entertainment System. how different things could have been. Rebuilt Snail, thanks for extending your sub. Oh! Ooh. Shoot. I'm supposed to... Okay. What? It's a little warm in here. I'm gonna turn on the fan. Get that gamer heat going. Oh. A second. Oh. Only Master System and PC as a kid? I mean, if you had PC, you had kind of the best, right? Oh! PC was doing stuff light years ahead of anything else. I was so envious of PC for the longest time. I just remember the biggest deal was they had video games with movies in them. How can you even do that? So crazy. The fake OnlyFans account was made in 2017. Yeah, maybe I should reach out to OnlyFans and just like at least get ownership of it. So I can at least make money from the feet pics. Oh. I actually don't know anything about OnlyFans. Is it purely for porn? For e-girls to show the goodies? I got some goodies. I'm working on some goodies. I can show those. Oh, thanks, Undercooked. I'm gonna try. I will start by beating this video game. Am I opening an OnlyFans? Somebody already did. Somebody did that for me. How was Disneyland? It was awesome. Yeah, Blizzard had their holiday party at Disneyland again because large corporations have a lot of money, I guess. Couldn't spend it on Warcraft 3 Reforged, but sure can have an awesome night at Disneyland. Yeah. Yomi Smile, this game is pretty great. It's just a really solid and fun and crazy has a crazy amount of variety in it. Super eclectic, is I guess what it would be. Which, when most NES games were like you did one thing, like you jump. Guess what? You have two buttons and they're both jump. This game is about jumping. You run and then you jump. I guess I'm just talking about Mario. Mario's great, but for a game to have like fighting, and then rappelling, and then car racing, and then jet flying, and fucking unicycle, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. It was pretty cool. PCR Dormer, thanks for the sub. Gotta pay attention though. This is when things get rough, I guess. This actually isn't that bad. The rest of the game is much worse. That's the irony. We thought the game, there'd be untold splendors if we could only beat level 3. Oh no, it just gets worse. The pain only starts here. Oh! He's having such fun. Look at that little frogman. He's having a good time. Reliable failure. Thank you for the prime. I think I just said that, but sorry guys. I'm also just a little tried today. Trader Sam's always gets me. Oh. He also just has incredible music, man. David Wise. I don't know if this was him, but Rare had some very good composers. Looks like the inside of a testicle? Yeah, I thought... For a while I thought Battletoads was like you were fighting through an organism. Like, level 1 was on top of its skin, level 2 was you going down its throat, and then level 3 was you going through its stomach. And this was all, like, bubble gum that it had swallowed? Or that you were inside, like, yeah. I don't know why I thought that as a kid. Yeah, I guess I was just super into vor. I mean, was. Am. Anyway, hit up my OnlyFans for some of my exclusive fan art. Okay, we're already here, huh? Easy. Yeah, if you want access to my vor-centered OnlyFans account, you gotta pay Zach. You gotta PayPal Zaxby. On the HG podcast, they mentioned Ninja's deal with Mixer. Did you hear anything about this? They didn't get to it because they were talking about the virus the whole time. No? I mean, that's a pretty old thing, right? What is there to hear? Also, I'm gonna warn you, I may not care. Oh! Oh! I'm getting distracted. Can't be getting distracted. Only serious gamers. Why so many pregnant people? In the world? I don't know, man. People are boning, I guess. Roni, thank you so much for the cheer. That's super, super kind of you. Oh, is Ninja going back on the deal? Man, you can't do that. Oof. That'd be hell to pay. Doesn't that basically guarantee that no one's gonna I mean, oh, okay. Sum of money and stuff? Okay. Yeah. People have been tossing around rumors about that for a while, ever since it happened. That's weird. He's talking about that now? People have been kinda... I've heard people whispering about amounts for a long time, but I don't know. What does it matter? What does it matter? Yeah, that's why you play this game, for the thick-ass snowmen. They got that snow donk. You wide boy. Damn you! Damn you, you stupid toad. Ugh, why'd you punch instead of eat? You can do everything in this game. You can punch, you can eat. It's great. What's up, Una? The story of Battletoads coming on the Wii? No. What's that about? Was there supposed to be a reboot or something? Wii would be a good place for a game like that, I think. Unlimited lives? No. If you have over 5, it only shows the 5 hearts. I think you get an extra life every 100,000 points, which is somewhat generous, I guess. Look at this cool frog. That is a cool frog right there. He's got abs. Abs and pecs. Oh! He's a very righteous dude. Oh! No! That was kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah. A turtle with spikes. Yeah. I don't know, you might have to, like, suspend a little disbelief about the things you're about to see in this stupid game! Okay, gotta figure out a safe way to do that. Ooh, oh! Remember that. Trolling ass snowball. Hit! Ooh. Hey Ho Laughs, thank you for the resub. Luckburn, thank you for gifting yet another sub. Did you play Battletoads Double Dragon on SNES? I did. That game rules. It's got great music too. And some of the most gnarly, like, attack animations. What's the— oh! It's the one where, like, he just grabs a girl by her hair and beats her out like a rug on the ground. That game is awesome. Oh! Mostly because of the casual misogyny. That's mostly what I play video games for. God damn it. It's supposed to go— no, it's this way. Wow, that's a pretty long checkpoint. Yeah, Yeah, sexism didn't exist. I mean, if you think about it, it's more equal. Because why should only video game men get beaten up? Oh. I mean, kinda, actually, yeah. Oh! Yeah. If you want more brilliant insights like these, go to my OnlyFans account, where I host dating seminars, and I have a system. Trust me, a YouTuber that is under 25 years old, or no, maybe more like 32. Trust me, a 32-year-old YouTuber that's never had a relationship last more than 6 months to tell you about relationships. I'm good for it. Ah! Damn! Yeah, facts and logic. It's not my fault that I am logical, and women's are not. That is why they are the enemy. Oh. Everyone know true dating advice is on Reddit? Well, yeah, where do you think I get my advice from? But then I take it and I make it angrier, and then I say it out loud again. And then I tell people that it's content. I do everything I can to invite criticism from other people by just being a shitbag, and then I claim that I'm getting censored to make myself sound. But we all know the real victim is men, really. I don't know what to do. Oh, they quarantined the MG Toe subreddit? Yeah. That seemed like it was coming. It was in the deck for a while. Oh! Alright. If you aren't prepared to perform wrestling moves on women, then you aren't a real feminist. It's true. I mean, unironically though, learning some grappling moves, and applying them in the bedroom, or in, playfully flirtatious scenarios is, can be fun. Oh! Good God. Oh boy, these... I gotta actually be able to jump this. Can't game over here. Oh! There we go. Huh. Always get back up. Something you've tried? A little bit. Oh. Ow. Alright, one's low. Cool frog hanging 10. Sick. Ah! That was awesome. Anyone who's done any Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has incorporated it? Hell yeah. Who did you vote for in the 14 event? I don't know that I participated in that. Wait, what event? Fuck. Okay. Huh! Is it over? Ah, I hate missing events in 14. I bet there was a cool mount or something. Damn! I bet there was a cool mount. I bet there was. Okay, so those kill you. It's good to know. Oh, the Valentine's event? Oh, okay, so it's still happening? Alright. What's the voting? I guess I should just go to the lodestone and read about it. Damn! Tricky. Crap, last life. It'd be cool to beat Ice Caverns. That'd be a cool thing. I'd respect that. No! You can't jump over it! Or maybe you can, and I just didn't do it right. That seems more likely. This game is so unrealistic. You're right. That's what games need, more realism. No! Oh, you missed the 15 car mount? Yeah, I put in a lot of overtime to. Oh, there's continues. I forgot. Wow. Yeah, that's a big F. I put in some overtime to get that car mount. It didn't actually take that long. The gold saucer events were pretty fun. You have to restart everything? I mean, apparently not. I don't know how many continues you get in this game. I don't remember. Oh. Alright. Not many? Yeah. Ooh! That's a good trade. Oh, 3? Okay. I can I can make that work. Thank you, Casual Gato. Yep. Sound effects are so satisfying. Also, it's rare to have a game that moves through so many different color palettes, too. Horny Chetty, waiting for a trigger? Well, I mean, there is something pretty horny in this game, but you should probably wait for the trigger, I guess. That'll be the reward for me doing well. As if you get to see horniness, or you are justified in being horny at any time. Horny Toads? Hey, that's clever. Okay, I don't know. Wait, I can just do that, right? Yeah, okay. Because, it's an eternal, motion engine for some reason. Oh! Damn it, forgot about that one. No! I shouldn't second guess myself. Ow! But I should not get hit by that. Oh! Man, right in the face. It's like one of those that has a rock buried in it. Oh. No! Hey. We're doing it, guys. Making the dream happen. Oh! Crap! That's okay. There's a 1-up here, so it's like... This is the safe checkpoint. Yeah, it comes back. Shockingly nice. No! Dream of Ness is alive, yeah. I gotta prove my cred. You can't be a pro Twitch streamer unless you beat Battletoads. That's what Twitch told me. Jonathan Twitch. He came over last night. He thanked me for being on Twitch. I was like, no, hey man, don't worry about it. He was like, no, really, Lawrence, really, thank you. I was like, hey, it's cool. And we hugged. And then he said, one problem though. You haven't beaten Battletoads yet. I was like, yeah, you're right. I gotta get on that. Damn it! That jump is tricky. Alright. I know what I'm doing now, though. I know what I'm doing. Bang! Why did that kill me instantly? What? Snowballs only took off 1 block. Chonky Snowman's pissed. Beat Battletoads and you can read Batman? Yeah. That's what... You think, like... Justin TV is where Twitch started. But it was actually Jonathan TV. For Jonathan Twitch Television. He wanted to name it that, but it was taken already, so... Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh! Damn it. Brain's not firing properly. If only I had some kind of energy drink sponsor. Get my back right now. If only. This game would be beaten already, probably. Oh. Okay. Yeah, my account predates Twitch. It's true. I actually came up with the idea for Twitch. Not a lot of people will tell you that, but it's true. Oh, sick! Alright! What's up, Hill? Welcome. Getting some There, now you can be horny. Only right now. I guess that counts too. She's on the monitor. And horniness over. Oh man, water rapids? Okay. So yeah, this is officially into parts of Battletoads I've never played. So we'll see how this goes. You can fucking surf? Look at how cool this surfing toad is. This is a cool-ass toad. Oh! Oh, okay, you don't die instantly. Interesting. Damn! That didn't take long. Loki of Yorkshire, thanks for gifting a sub. Also, Luckburn, thank you for gifting another sub. Man. Oh! We're going wild with the gifts today. No! God, how do you track this stuff? How long ago did you conceive of Twitch? Oh, I want to say about 15 years ago. I was in a think tank. I was just meeting with all my genius friends. I was the leader, obviously, and we were just coming up with some great ideas. Thinking about, like, you know, laptops and tablets and iTunes, because yeah, we invented all those. Fuck me. Wow, that's hard to just sight read where you're supposed to go. So I guess the first one's down and the second one's up. It seems like. Up. No, that one's not moving. Fuck! This is not even when it gets bad, I don't think. There's like whirlpools and shit. Is this? Co-gaming? Oh. This is... Okay. This is tricky. Ah! Also, the hitboxes for these are real motherfuckers. Down, and then down, up, and this little bitch. Okay. New record. Ah! Right into it. Right into it. Right into it. Didn't even... Okay, another continue. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting rammed by logs. They have the X-Men plane in Fast and Furious 9? Awesome. Did they all, like, drop out of it in their, like, character-specific cars? When are they gonna start calling each other by code names? Oh! Every so often he does a really high skip. Oh, okay. I gotta... Alright! Beat the game! Let's see those credits. Oh. Tall boy. Huh. Guess what, tall boy? Your shit's wrecked. Take Coke gaming, like taking Coke and gaming. I mean, that might help. Erase the sins of these tiki drinks. Oh! Oh! Comboed. Jesus. Alright. You made your point. This is the one where you can just, yeah, you can just juggle him until he's dead, right? Nope! Where are you going? Whoa! Ooh! Nope! Oh, don't hit me again! Oh! Give me that stick! Ah! Jeez. What's up, Graham? Yeah, this is fun. I never thought that I would be fighting this stupid thing. Yay! I'm really doing it. I'm really battletoading. He got fat. He drank too many tiki drinks. More of this. Alright. The thing that's concerning is there are levels... okay, there's one there too. There are levels that are like straight up memorization, I'm pretty sure. Ones ones where you gotta like drop through the little hallway things and defuse the bomb at the bottom. It's very unlikely that I'll be able to do that in my first attempts. Alright! That wasn't that bad. Would email and Twitter DMs be better for screenplay? DM, I think. Or actually email. Yeah, email I think would be easier to find. That's cool. Yeah, if you got some stuff, man, send it over. Let's make some art. Snake pit. Why does he got to do that? I guess this could technically be horny if you guys really want it to. Oh. Thanks for gifting another sub, Luckburn. Yeah, Snake's going into holes. Little frogs grabbing onto the side of him and getting all jerky, getting all jerk-offish. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, I guess I do know what's going on there. I considered making a game. Yeah. A little bit. I mean, but then I don't know, I did some modding work and things like that. It's just, it's so much work. It's so much thankless work, and there are so many games out right now. Like, way too many, actually, in terms of sustainability, probably. So, God. A lot of work just to either get ignored, or have people tell you you're a lazy piece of shit, or something, I don't know. It's this way I can play games, have fun, and have people tell me they like me. So, yeah, game development is not at all appealing as a job source. Oh! Aww. There, see? Booska, thank you. You're validating my decision to not try to pursue game dev. Yeah, no, I got a degree in computer science because I figured that's what I would end up doing. It's like coding for games. And I got a job out of out of college doing software development. And while I liked software development, like thinking that I would be working, I was already working pretty long hours in software dev. Oh, okay, that's it. I was already working pretty long hours, so. Okay, guys, you have like 1 more second to be horny, so get it in while you can. That's what she said. Oh, it's over now. Gotta start over. Back to the beginning. That was even a dumb thing to die on. Shouldn't have died there. It's a thankless job. You definitely need the passion for game dev. Yeah. And I knew I was not under any misgivings that like playing games and making games are way different. Playing games is fun. Making games is work. So if you can make playing games work, then you beat the system. How do you do this? What do you mean? Play video games all day? That's not all I do, but it's not as hard as you think. Somehow I reach in and I find the strength. Gotta Toby Fox it? Yeah. I mean, jeez. That's a pretty aspirational story there. You just did it all. Like, what if I just do it all and I make a really incredible game at the same time? Long Bopper, my day's been pretty good. A little hungover. It's hit me in my stomach, man. It always does. If I gave the coffee a rest, my stomach might actually recover. And then when I drank, it wouldn't hit me so hard, but I don't, so. Oh! 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 Yeah! Dying already? Did you get further in Sekiro? No. No, I did not. God damn! I keep accidentally double tapping. Whatever. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. He did the music for Sword and Shield? Really? Toby Fox did? Did not know that. He did the whole soundtrack? Whataburger's great hangover cure. Look at the trash can food in and out. Oh, he's one of the composers? Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that's like, you put out an indie game, you get your clout, then you get pretty stable gigs. Although, like, Batman. He's one. Like, not everyone gets to be Toby Fox. Not everyone can be Toby Fox. If you tend to over double tap, you should play some Golden Axe to get it out of your system. Yeah, I'm glad you saw that, Gatto, because I have been double tapping a lot, I guess. It's got me killed a few times now. And I guess, technically, missing a life is the same as getting killed. Ow. Damn it. I can just get 18 extra lives here. Oh. Then I'll be good. Watching the stream for 5 minutes and not once has Kevin Hart or Will Ferrell been mentioned. Oh. I actually haven't seen that movie. There's a lot of, like, comedies in the 2010s I just didn't watch because none of them really appealed to me. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Ah! 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 Oh, God. Got it. Coke Gaming, don't watch this. Don't watch this part. Coke Gaming. No! Coke Gaming! 2010s are bad except for Edgar Wright. You know, it's funny. I was just thinking, like... I was trying to think of, like, a really genuinely funny movie that I really enjoyed from the 2010s, and the only thing popping into my head was Scott Pilgrim. I was like, fuck, that movie's great. Amazing action. It's really funny. Incredible editing. Jeez. Incredible cast. Really just can't find a single thing wrong with it. Yeah, hubris. Big hubris here. I'm, This attempt is doing much more poorly. Ah! I guess you really need to, just... No, as soon as you kill the last one, it starts scrolling down. Ugh. I don't know what the sick tech is to farm these birds for lives. But I will figure it out. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. We improvise, we adapt, and we overcome. Oh, Jumanji was pretty good, yeah. I didn't see the second one, but I liked the first one. Bitch! Oh, you bitch! Yeah. Shit. What, we do in the shadows? Yeah, that one was really good. Okay. I guess Thor Ragnarok probably counts, yeah? Yeah. What's the double tapping mechanic in Golden Axe? I think I played Golden Axe once. Kick-Ass? Ugh, I didn't like Kick-Ass very much. It was fine until like the last third, and then it became the thing it was supposedly parodying. Like, how are you gonna have a gritty, realistic comic book movie and then have it end with a literal machine gun jetpack? I don't get that. That was also kind of a plot Deus Ex Machina. I've yet to see the Paddingtons. So okay, so maybe me saying that is just because I'm an ignorant idiot. Jenny, thanks for the cheer. Hello. Nice to see you again. What's up, Nate? Thank you for the sub. You double tap to sprint in Golden Axe and use the headbutt. You gotta lose it a lot to succeed, basically. Oh, okay. It's like when horror is a good film, they call it a thriller. If comedy's good, then it's not a comedy. Yeah. I mean, What We Do in the Shadows is pretty straight comedy. I think what's been happening a lot is action comedies. Is you can't have a comedy that's just a comedy. It's gotta have some other juice. It's gotta have shirtless dudes. I guess Deadpool, like Hitman's Bodyguard, stuff like that. Anything Ryan Reynolds is in. Yeah, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is really good. Hot Fuzz also counts. Also, yeah, Edgar Wright. Thank God for Edgar Wright. Well, I mean, World's End was also really good. Oh, Free Guy, yeah. No, I totally saw Hot Fuzz, yeah. I'm honor bound, man. An action film parody? Oh, woo! It is wild to see how, like... You can tell, even going back to, like, Shaun of the Dead, how much Edgar Wright really was pursuing action directing, and how it just escalated in all of his movies. His action cinematography just got so good. Each movie was just a vast improvement on the last one. And all the way up to Baby Driver. Holy crap! Seen Bad Boys for Life? No. Nah. I'm gonna wait for it to be out on digital. I don't. So, first things first. Bad Boys 1 and 2 were not great films. They were dumb and fun, and I liked them dearly, but I don't know that I'd go to the theater to see them. So while I am a Bad Boys fan, I have such a distaste for the movie-going experience these days that it takes a lot. And Bad Boys, not directed by Michael Bay, ain't it. So I'm just gonna wait for it to hit digital, then I'll check it out. This is my favorite movie ever. World's End, sorry. The weakest of the trilogy? You think so? I don't know about that. I guess I can, depending on what you're in it for. Yeah, I guess I could see that. What's wrong with movies these days? It's not movies, it's people. Cell phones, talking. That's pretty much it. It is nearly impossible for me to go to a movie without multiple people being on their phones or talking during the film. Luckily, LA has an Alamo Drafthouse, and that's a really pleasant movie viewing experience, but it's also downtown, so it's a bit of a drive to get there. It basically is an entire evening, which for the right movie is is worth it, you know? Yeah, John Wick has some dry humor. That's true. That's why I love living 3 minutes away from a Flick's Brewhouse. Oh, man. Yeah, if there were like a movie theater on my block that was a zero tolerance cinema / restaurant thing, I would go to the movies a lot more. Oh, The Lobster? Yeah, I need to see that one. Or what was it, Swiss Army Man? I didn't watch either. Had an interesting premise. Ah. Dang it. Thanks for being so authentic with the kind of streaming you do, it's nice. That's the whole point, isn't it, Goal Earth? But I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I'm a little chill today. Because of the aforementioned, overindulging yesterday. Oh! It's been a long time since I drank, and even then I didn't drink that much. I didn't pound it. I didn't hit it to the wall. I didn't go for the gold like I usually do, so I was even still pretty constrained, but I'd had 2 cups of coffee already, so my stomach was already kind of torn up. And I also didn't eat much, so my own stupid fault. What's life if we don't hurt ourselves for no reason every so often? Talking Star Trek? Oh, Compass Lemons? We got some goddamn lore? Yeah, lessons learned. I mean, you'd think. I'm really good about not learning my lessons in regards to that specifically. I can give up alcohol. I don't know that I can give up coffee. Actually, I probably could. I just gotta get better at making tea. And I'm not that bad at it. Oh, just comparing people to the Borg Collective? Gotcha. Oh, I see what you mean. How they can't stay off their phones, basically. Yeah, I mean, and I've tried so hard to, manage it, because I think it's 2020. I honestly now believe that it's unrealistic to expect to go anywhere without the proliferation of phones being apparent. And I also think, while one would like to think that, oh, you can just jump on it again? Oh no. Is it soft locked? Maybe if I scroll it off? One would think that, like, no? Oh shit. Yeah, bad RNG here. There we go. That got her. That jiggled her loose. One would think that... one would have hoped by now, I guess, that, social etiquette would have evolved to where people wouldn't just play music from their phones all the time, or stare at them in dark movie theaters, but they do. They do. And so many of them do that there's really nothing you can do about it. That's just how it is. So... I've tried to make my peace with that, and if it's like, I don't know, if the options are be around it and force myself to not let it bother me, or just not be around it, I'll just not be around it. Which kind of bums me out, because I feel like that's... When you start... God, that was stupid. When you start making decisions like that is when you start getting old, right? Is when you refuse to participate in social events. Because you can't, fuck. It's dumb. I'm playing poorly. Because you can't, like, you just can't handle being around people anymore because of what they do and how they act. Like, that's some pretty old man yelling at clouds stuff. But I guess at least I know I'm doing it. I don't know if that counts for anything. In Sweden, people are fairly respectful. Oh, yeah, maybe it's an American culture thing. So, haven't seen anyone in Scotland use their phones during a movie in the cinema. Jeez. Really? Damn it. That's frustrating. It's just an American thing then, huh? I guess that makes sense. Because we're free, damn it. Free to open carry and use our cell phones in movie theaters. I don't go to movies anymore and I'm 19, so I don't think it's old people shit it's people who don't want to have their movie experience ruined. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Honestly, what drives me more insane is when people pull out their phones and they don't do anything. So, like, and I have no compunction about looking at somebody's cell phone if they're gonna whip it out in a dark theater in front of me. But I'll stare at what they're doing. And they'll just, like, open Instagram, scroll up, scroll down, like one thing, and then put it away. Like, they're just checking in. Holy crap. I guess if you eat a snowball, point blank it murders you. But yeah, it's like, you're not even... I could have headcanoned this so that, like, your wife was in the hospital or something and you were checking to see, like, you felt a buzz in your pocket and it's the doctor calling to let you know she'll live. Like, I'd be like, okay, yeah, you can look at your phone then, that's fine. But you won't even let me try to give you the benefit of the doubt because you're just a burnout. You're fried. Same with, like, people who talk during a movie. If they were saying anything interesting or funny, and like a keen observation of any kind, it would make sense. But the people who talk ask questions that have immediately already been answered by the movie. It's like right in front of you. And they're like, who's that? It's like, they just said who he is. Just said it. Some of the other things, it's like, okay, that's a little more forgivable, but still you're just an idiot. And you can't, like, why are you watching this film if you can't even follow basic ideas of, like, foreshadowing? I remember there was, like, I was watching Midsummer, and there's that part where there's, like, I want to not spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen it, but there's a part with a drink that is off color, and the movie has very explicitly told you in a couple of ways why that would be. And there's many shots of it to really drive home what it is and why it's a different color. And behind me, somebody's like, oh, what's with that drink? I'm like, are you serious right now? Can you not even follow? They held your hand and led you right to where this is, and you still can't drink the water. So, I don't know. That's what bums me out, is like, and I've talked about this before, so I just don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself too much, but one of the things I love about watching cinema is feeling like I'm having a mental dialogue with the movie as it's happening. And that just gets completely shattered when there's another voice in the room. Asking the most inane questions. The most useless, pointless, obvious things. When I'm here being like, oh, I wonder what the symbolism is. Are they using these shapes intentionally? Look at this focus they're pulling. What's that all about? Like, look at the geometry of this shot. What are they telling me? Meanwhile, somebody's like, huh. I thought they were dead. And it's like, no! Just missing the most basic plot details. And I'm like, man, come on. It makes me aggravated to know that somebody worked really hard on this thing. And they're trying to say something important. And the message is getting lost on someone who can't even demonstrate basic comprehension skills. Midsommar was a bit on the nose, much more so than Heredity. Yeah, Hereditary, yeah. It wasn't. I thought there was still some subtext to it. I don't think it was quite as nuanced and layered as Hereditary. I still very, very much liked Midsommar, though. Oh, he's gonna murder me. Right. Oh, I think it's a melee. Midsommar was for women? Oh, Midsommar was about empathy. I think that was it. Like, it was the horror of empathy. And how people... Because the main character, no one empathized with her. No one. Her shitty boyfriend, her shitty friends. No one knew what it was like to be her. Damn it. These dudes are karate chopping me. Yeah, he just dispensed the snowball into your brain. He stuck a finger in your ear, and then a snowball materialized inside your skull. And you were dead. But she finally found a group of people that empathized with her. To the point of, like, they would all echo her emotions. Ah, God, the timing on that is wild. And I think to some degree, I thought the point of the movie, and this is, I guess, me getting into my own analysis as I was watching it, but it was kind of demonstrating the necessity people have to share emotions with others, and the lengths they'll go to find that connection and empathy if they're not getting it. And how precarious that can be when you're dealing with people who are either yourself or in your life are not mentally normative, because that makes empathy so much harder to find. Because people are in their own heads and dealing with their own problems, and they barely can even understand their own brains. And then if you have a brain that is atypical, or you have to care for or be around somebody with an atypical brain, then people just don't know what to deal with that. And that makes you feel very alone. Oh, did the redirect not work, moderator? Also, what's up, moderator? Been loving your work lately. I gotta say that every time because it's always fantastic. Seriously. You are a true internet artist. Spoilers? I'm sorry. No, I don't think anything I said would actually spoil any of the film, if that makes sense, but I can see how also you wouldn't want ideas implanted in your head about the meaning or significance of the film before you watch it. So, I apologize if that was a little too much. Maybe you weren't so into hearing that. That was my bad. My B should have been a little more considerate. Yeah. Yeah! Doing it. Oh, it's broken? God damn it. It's down. Yeah, that happens sometimes. That's frustrating. No wonder my view count's so low. No, it's garbage domain shit from GoDaddy. It breaks every so often. Oh, what webcam am I using? Hold on a minute. I'm not using a webcam. I'm using a camera. It's a Canon EOS 7D Mark II. Stephanie actually had this camera because of one of her projects, and she was just like, hey, I just have this. I was like, well, shit, let me use it. And she did. So, y'all streamers need to get you a sugar mama to buy you a $1,000 camera, so you look hot like this. So when you play Battletoads, people know you bring the heat. Yeah. Veronica Croft, you know I bring that. You know I bring that heat. You know I take it to the next level. I have no sugar mama. How dare you? Well, get one, dog. But you gotta be worth sugar mommying first. You gotta get the look. You gotta get the hair. You gotta hit the gym. You think somebody's gonna throw some sugar your way for no reason? You gotta get that hot gamer body. Gotta bring the heat. You gotta have hot takes about Midsummer. Oh! I thought he was like... Okay, so he just comes down on top of you. He doesn't just track with his shadow. Video games. Hot take about Midsummer, it's about feminists. And that is why, if you go to my OnlyFans, you will see my blistering takedown of Midsummer, and how it's trying to brainwash the red-blooded males in America into being beta cucks. Watching Midsummer is the visual equivalent of eating an Impossible Burger. Whoops! Damn it, I thought there was a one-up there. That mouse is pregnant. Yeah, pregnant with the baby I just put in it. I think the mouse comes back, so don't worry. Oh. Is there one up here? I don't remember where the one up is. Yeah! Sick. Alright. It's the second jump. Oh. Ah! Real shit Impossible Burger's tasty. Proud soy boy right here. I don't mind it. It's pretty good. I don't know that it's like... It's never gonna be a 100% replacement for beef, but that's impossible. Haha! I think like different but just as good is about where it's at right now, and that's frankly incredible. Honestly, I like it because it's future food, man. Bring on the imitation meat. Oh crap, I forgot that was there. Feed me science. I don't care. No, GMO, my ass. Whatever. Make me nutritionally perfect. The only weird side of that is when corporations copyright food. Yeah, it's not healthier. You're right, Dr. Lemon. It's basically the same amount of calories. It's like it's just a teensy bit less. But yeah, same like fat, mostly the same macros. I think it might even be a little fattier than ground beef. No, I mean the whole point is it's more environmentally sustainable, I think is the appeal. And it's, you know, more humane. You're not eating another living creature, unless you count plants. But what have plants ever done for us? What was your wisdom teeth experience? Have my tongue is still numb? Oh yeah, I saw your message during the podcast, I think. You're high as balls? Okay, well, I remember being high as balls, so that's fun. My wisdom teeth extraction was pretty much a nightmare, if I'm not lying. The operation itself went by pretty smooth because they gave me Valium. Like, they injected it into my arm, and I'll always remember the sensation of feeling it, like, hit my bloodstream, and then hit my brain, and then being like, oh shit, and then I just don't remember anything until I was, like, partially conscious standing in a Walgreens, because my friend drove me there to help me pick out my prescription, or my pain meds, which was hydrocodone, which also ruled. I only took like 2 of them though, because the pain actually went away pretty fast, and I didn't want to get hooked on it. And then someone stole it out of my bathroom, so that's cool. Anyway, long story. My ignorant ass didn't know that you could sell that shit for like $10 a pill. So, things got worse though. I see conflicting stuff on it being more environmentally friendly, mostly in water usage per pound of yield. Oh, I think it's more in carbon emission, Booska. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if information is somewhat contested. I don't know that there have been any like full studies done on it, honestly, even if it's environmentally neutral, if it's nutritionally neutral and environmentally neutral, I would still opt for it because I just think it's, I don't know. If you can have the, like, similar taste and texture to a burger and be vegetarian, I actually, the moral imperative of eating meat does weigh on me a little bit. I haven't stopped yet, but I have tried to dial back for environmental reasons and also moral reasons. It's really hard for me to justify to myself eating other animals when, as enlightened and moral humans, we have the capacity not to. But meat is really delicious, and at some point too, what do morals matter if we're all just hairless apes bashing each other? But I try to not live that way in most of my life, so there's really no excuse to live that, or not to embrace that about food. But that's just me being a little, that's me being a pretentious soy boy. Yeah. Oh yeah, wisdom teeth. So, everything seemed fine, then I got dry socket. It didn't actually heal right. I think it's because they gave me a little, like, they gave me a little water squirter to irrigate the holes left in my jaw. But they didn't tell me not to irrigate too much. Because, I hate, having, like, a gross feeling mouth. I brush my teeth, man, and I floss, and I try to use mouthwash, and, like, I don't know. So when I had my wisdom teeth out, you have holes in the back of your mouth where the teeth used to be, because 2 of my wisdom teeth were impacted, the ones on the bottom. Which meant that they were growing in sideways, like, this way. Which means they left a big-ass hole when they took them out, so, I couldn't irrigate it for a while with water, because it had to heal. Like, scabs had to fill in there, which gives the tissue something to grow over. I think I irrigated, and then what the problem is that, damn, that's a rough jump. The problem is that food gets in there, and you can't irrigate for a while, so then the food starts decaying in your mouth, and it gives you really bad breath, and it was just terrible to, like, I don't know, it really bugged me. So once the, like, 4 days or so went past, that they told me I wasn't allowed to touch the holes in my mouth, I would irrigate it out, and it was really, really nice, actually, to, die! Oh, Chun and Big Hoss. Thanks for the donation, 20 bucks, wow. Hope you're doing well today, how's life treating you? I'm pretty well. I'm a little out of sorts, a little hungover today, but that's my fault, so gotta take the pain. Gotta remember it. Those of us who have the option to eat meat or not regularly is really a luxury. Some places in the world require meat in their diet to survive. Sure, yeah. You're not wrong. I mean, living in a first world nation, there are tons of quality of life things that I routinely take for granted. Just the choice of what to eat, the ability to, like, choose, to have as much as I want. Like, the fact that overeating is more of a problem is a luxury unto itself, but... Alright, so, wisdom teeth. So I irrigated it out, and I think what happened is I irrigated it too much, and I may have washed out the scabs, so the holes didn't heal shut. And then I got dry socket, and it hurt so much. Basically, like, the nerves back there were exposed and just ached. And it got worse and worse, got to the point where I was taking like 8 ibuprofen just to make it through the workday. At a stretch. Went back to the dentist. They packed it with like, god damn it. Drink more, that always fixes a hangover. Yeah. And you're not wrong. So they packed it with medicated gauze. That eventually did help it heal somewhat. I think it's still a little weird back there, but... Did you not flush out food as much as you were supposed to? I think I did it too much. I think I knocked off the scabs that prevented it from healing over. So they packed it, and then they would swap out the... Damn it! Every time I turn around, it like speeds up so much more than I'm expecting. So it finally healed. And then, I want to say like 9 months later, I was in Kung Fu class. We were just doing some we were doing some sparring basically. And I caught a hook to the jaw, and it was weird. Like, it hurt a little bit. We were wearing pads and headgear, so it wasn't that bad. But I do remember it made my jaw kind of twinge. I was like, huh. That's a weird sensation. And later that night when I was brushing my teeth, when I lowered my jaw to like get the back of my teeth, I could see this little bump on my jawline. I was like, that was weird. I poked at it a little bit, and it kind of itched, like it was just generally sort of agitated. I was like, that's strange. So then I went and I played video games like I do. Went to the restroom like an hour later, because I was getting my hydration on, and saw that the bump had become huge. Like it was now like baseball sized. That just happened, and I didn't even notice. So let's fucking jump. Okay. And this was Friday night, and the dentist's office didn't open until it's the one where you just have to blind jump all the way. Yeah, okay. Didn't open until Monday, so I just had to go the entire weekend with this shit. Meh. All right. Had to go the entire weekend with this giant growth on my chin. Went in on Monday. I remember I walked into the lobby and the lady was like, "Hi, what are you here for?" Oh, like she like looked up and was like, "Oh." She's like, "Okay, the doctor will see you soon." So she ushered me right away out of the lobby because I'm pretty sure they didn't want me sitting there with like other patients about to get their teeth drilled. Me with this giant ass growth on my face. So they were like, "Oh boy, that's infected." I was like, "Cool, awesome." And since it was infected, they could only anesthetize it so much. And if any of you are squeamish about teeth stuff, I'll spare you the details, but that was a bad time. They basically had to go in. I remember oh, okay, damn, it was so close. Okay, that's not so bad. I've scouted it now. Super Panky, thanks for the resub. And Rob, thank you for the cheer. Pookie Man, thanks for the prime sub. Nate Thomas, thank you for the... Man, I missed a lot, I'm sorry. I'm too busy Battletoading. Almost through Snake Pit. That's exciting. Yeah, I remember, like... They basically had to cut all the infected tissue out and then sew it back up. And I'm pretty sure it's because there was, like, fragments of teeth still in my jaw. But then, like, little tooth fragments that because they had to break the tooth up, the impacted tooth, to get it out. And I don't think they got all of the fragments out. So when they went in with a needle to like do local anesthetic, I remember there was this like, they basically popped it, and there was this like twinge that shot through my entire skull. It was the craziest sensation, but it was just like all that pressure on my jaw was suddenly let off when they went in there with a needle. Ugh. And then they said just sawing out all that junk from my mouth, and I could feel them like just like cutting it out and pulling it out of my face. It was basically torture. And I don't use that word too lightly because when it was done, like my brain was thinking differently. If somebody was doing that to me and asking me like questions about shit, I could see how I might get closer to like saying something I wouldn't say otherwise. Oh, I googled twinge because I'm German and it's some Twitch analysis site? Oh. There's a nerve that rings your jaw and is very sensitive and lies right under the wisdom teeth? Ah. So that was bad. And that wasn't even the end of it either. I do remember looking over on the table after, like, I can't tell how long it was, honestly. I lost track of time. But I was white-knuckling, gripping the armrests while they were going to work. And, when it was done, I was just, like, breathing heavy, and, like, I felt drained. And I looked over at the table, and there was this pile of red stuff that they had kind of yanked out of my face. And I guess sewed me back up. And, the thing is, like, even 6 months after that, I remember feeling a similar sensation in my jaw. Being like, God, not again. And I remember I was in my car, and I leaned over and I looked in, like, the rear view mirror, and I, like, pulled my cheek out, and I kind of pushed on my like, jawline on the inside, like, below where my teeth were, and, this is gonna be so gross. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to finish the story now. I pushed and just, like, a little bit of pus came out, and I was like, are you serious? And so I pushed harder, and then another, like, tooth fragment popped out of like this tiny little hole in my jawline. Just went plorp, and I was like, what the fuck? Luckily, I just was like, bleh, like threw it out the window. The car wasn't moving. I was in a parking lot, by the way. But after that, and then I like rinsed my mouth out with water, and that was it. That's exactly where the nerve line is, but good you expelled that. You mouth shit a tooth turd. You're right, Wolfen. You're absolutely right. Everyone's been good. Everything's been good since then. As far as I know. Yeah, my jaw has sued. Should have sued that dentist. I mean, I think they try to get it dealt with as quickly as possible. I don't know what I would have sued for, because they fixed it for free. I guess pain and suffering maybe, but that's such a hard thing to quantify. And I don't know that I would have gotten much for it, to be frank. Like, suing is not about, I don't know, I watch a lot of People's Court, alright? So I'm basically a lawyer. Suing is not for getting rewarded for bad things that happen to you. Suing is to make you whole after you've suffered a loss. And I didn't really suffer a monetary loss, in any way. It was just like, ow. But then again, like I'm sure a good lawyer could have argued something like that, but... I don't know, I was just in a place where I wanted it to be over. And didn't want to waste any more of my time, like, I don't know, chasing a weird payday or anything. It didn't matter to me. You know what you're not doing when you're suing somebody? You're not playing video games, so... Damn it. When they line up exactly with you, you can't really hit them anymore. Damn it. It's interesting how they never really give you a, prevent future shittiness. I mean, maybe. I don't know if this is back when doctors made you sign, like, arbitration agreements, but they all do now. Like, to visit any doctor in America, you basically have to sign a form saying you won't sue them for malpractice. It's awesome. It fucking rules. America's the best. Arbitration agreements are sometimes non-enforceable. Yeah, I would think so. But it's like, it's just another hurdle, right? It's something else to complicate and slow things down and... Another way for me to not play video games. Damn it! Oh, I gotta get better at swatting these birds. Dude! So bad at farming one-ups off these guys. Damn it! I'll figure it out. Then I'll have all the lives. All the mans. Still have my 4 wisdom teeth in and this isn't filling me with confidence? I mean, you might be okay, Alicia. You might not have a problem. I hope you don't. Oh, damn, almost got through. Really hoping to not lose a life on the repelling level. Yeah. This 20 chat for dental chat. That's the way it goes. Super Panky, thanks for the resub. If I could get my wisdom teeth out again, I would. It was a humbling experience. That's an interesting way to describe it. What was your experience, Mr. Nutty? So what's up, Alrock? Saw you at the beginning. Just saying hi. Little Shop of Horrors? Oh, the dentist? Be a dentist. Man. No, that's a funny movie. My wisdom teeth were so painful and life-affecting, it was a dream to get them out. Oh, that's good to hear. Balance out the numbers, my extraction went perfectly fine, even with impacted teeth, and being completely awake for the entire procedure. I was eating solid foods the next day. Wow. Damn. Yeah, that was not my experience. Whoa! Yeah, I went home high as shit and played Earth Defense Force, and it ruled. And also I fell asleep with the controller in my hands. I was just really excited to have the day off of work, if I'm being honest. Part of the game, are you? This is the third stage. The turbo tunnel of 13 stages, I think? Ah. I was put out and woke up thinking I still had to go through with it. The pain meds made me incredibly stomach sick. I went on a trip a week later and got dry socket and had them open me up again. And encouraged me to take better care of my mouth. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a bummer. But yeah, hopefully people only have to have dental problems. Damn! I'm jumping way too late on that. Hopefully people only have to deal with severe dental problems once in their lives, and then they can they learn their lesson. But as previously described, I'm not forget so easily. Right now, my stomach hurts pretty bad from the drinking. I remember last time I was like, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth having your stomach hurt for an entire day just to have one evening of fun. And then there I was doing it. Doing it again. I probably need to take like a month break of drinking coffee. That would probably sort my stomach out, but I can't, man. I like it too much. If you're a slow healer, invest in a water pick, set it to low. Mix warm water with mouthwash to keep the sockets clean. It's actually a pretty solid pro tip. Yeah, when they gave me just like this little like water syringe thing that had like a curved spout, so you could just fill it up with water and then squirt it into your little holes. Switch to tea. Yeah, that's typically what I do when I have an upset stomach. Yeah, I'll just go to tea. Speaking of, I'll probably after I hit a game over. I mean, sorry, after I beat the game here, I'll go make some tea, I think. Still salty. Fuck FedEx for pulling a fast one on me this morning. I could have had my new headset. Oh, that sucks. FedEx, man. Fucking FedEx. Always lying. Hey, FedEx, why do you lie? I have a question for you, FedEx. Why are you a liar? Garrett horchata tea. No. Oh. That sounds good. Like a tea latte? Kinda? Rice milk? Moderate cigarette smoker. When I got my wisdom teeth out, just rock a bottle of salt water, keep everything clean. Oh, okay. Did you... Man. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to be smoking After you get your wisdom teeth out. Attempted delivery? Yeah, right. Yeah, bullshit, FedEx. Get out of this with their horse shit. Oh, Viper, you got your Twitch count back? Did it get hacked by the Philippines too? Is it bad if I'm watching this while I'm at work? I guess it depends what your job is. If you're a surgeon, yeah. If you're a cop, might not be so great. There's a couple of jobs I think would... Oh! If you're a librarian, we'll let that one go. Oh, bus driver? Oh, shit. Yeah. Bomb defusal. I got the wisdom teeth removed. It was really intense. Had an amazing dentist, but 2 of my wisdom teeth were twisted. Oh yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's crazy when like I remember when I was getting my wisdom teeth out, I was largely unconscious or just high as shit. But I do have fuzzy dreamlike memories of like them working real hard to get those teeth out, like really yanking on me. Like throwing a leg up on the table and just really giving it a rip. Davui, thank you for the resub. When I use my prompts up here as a way of saying grats, beating Ultra Nightmare. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I gotta find a way to turn gaming accomplishments into Twitch money. I don't think people are gonna like throw money at me for beating Battletoads, but I don't know. Maybe that's something to put a vote on. I have no idea like what people would consider impressive enough to throw money at. What's the farthest you've gotten? Right to the end of Snake Pit. Damn. There's this video of surgeon doing knee surgery. Looks like meat carpentry. Man. It's not so easy to tell someone who smokes to stop. Yeah, I know it's not that simple. Playing shitty old DOS games you're nostalgic for. Which one would those be, Casual Gato? I do think that there's a lot of interesting stream material in like games of bygone eras, and old DOS games are certainly one of them. There's a lot of really good and really ambitious games that were in the DOS era, especially when CDs started hitting. My God, I mean everyone got really horny for FMV, which why wouldn't you? But I don't know, a lot of good stuff there. A lot of neat ideas. Redneck Rampage, Shadow Warrior, Legacy, Realm of Terror, Realms of the Haunting, KKND. Yeah, the Blade Runner point click is amazing. I've been wanting to replay that for a long time. I think leading up to Cyberpunk, I'll do Cyberpunk games. And Blade Runners is definitely one of the most amazing ones. Dark Forces? Oh man. Yeah, I have a Jedi Knight installed, and I played that a little bit. It has one of those like neural network upscale texture mods that's really cool. It makes it look real solid. Like polygonally, it's still a little behind the times, but man, the texture work looks great when it's scaled up that way. My friend blazed and smoked after getting his wisdom teeth pulled. He was fiend and traded all the Percocet the docs gave him for an ounce of grass. It was crazy. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, man. That doesn't sound like a great deal. All main Deus Ex games before Cyberpunk? Sounds like an interesting idea. Huh, I probably only played Deus Ex 1. I remember not liking 2 all that much. I like the story of 2, but they made the actual world simulation aspect of it felt like tons simpler. I remember it didn't look very good. Consolification. Consolitis. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh! Human Revolution and Mankind Divided are not as good as one, but they have their merits. They do. Human Revolution I really like. Mankind Divided felt like it was just 2/3 of a game for some reason. Human Revolution is super good though. I liked it a lot. Nice. Jazz about the System Shock remake? I am. I actually am. I've never legit played System Shock 1. I played System Shock 2 and I loved it, which is also a very cyberpunk game. And it's got plenty of mods that kind of brush it up too. So maybe System Shock... Oh, I'm sure System Shock 2 would have been there. Yeah, Shadowrun, Dragonfall. I haven't played Dragonfall. I played Returns, and I liked it. I liked it okay. It felt like they kind of had to do all the like cyberpunk Shadowrunny tropes in that campaign. When Kind Divided was revealed to actually be Act 1 of the game they wanted, but Squeenix pushed it out the door. Oh wow. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. You could remaster any game. Which would it be? Super Mario RPG. This one just came to mind. When are you gonna play Witcher again? Probably Sunday? I don't know that I'm gonna be able to stream tomorrow. Got some stuff going on. Depends how late it goes, I guess. Ah, I got tricked. Yeah, I'm gonna get back at it soon. Oh! Hey, we're within a breath. Welcome back. I'm doing pretty good, yeah. Nursing a hangover because I'm an idiot. God damn. How am I messing this up? Finished Prey recently? Yeah. Prey's so good. Prey's basically System Shock 3. I love that game a lot. Prey's pretty good cyberpunk. Game that really more people should have played. God damn it. Every day is a day that somebody could be playing Prey. God damn it. You can actually overshoot it. Okay. Every day is a day somebody could be playing Prey, and is a day that that person is not playing Prey, and that's sad. Think about all the people. Oh, boy, I'm really slipping into it. What were the devs thinking when they made this game this difficult? Serious question. I mean, that was the era. If the game weren't this difficult, you'd beat it in like 15 minutes, and that's your $60. So, I guess it's a bygone era of game development where value, difficulty was correlated with value. The reason it works so well in this game is that each stage is has its own mechanics. So it really does make it feel like, okay, so you can't just be at the bottom and be safe. Okay. In some way, like, just seeing what the next stage is and what weird mechanic it has is kind of a reward for beating the previous stage. It's pretty exciting. In this game. Like, it wouldn't be that rewarding if you're playing a game where all this... damn it. Timing the bounces actually matters, too. Oh, wait, they don't kill you? Oh, why did I look away? Damn it. What's up, Psy42? Yeah, good. You're one of the good ones, if you like Prey. I'm gonna run for gamer president, and my campaign my platform is gonna be, Prey was really good. That's it. That's it. Vote for me. Yes. Hup. Someday I'll play through Moon Crash. Yeah, I need to do Moon Crash as well. There's really no excuse. Loving Prey and loving roguelikes. I don't know why I haven't played an assload of Moon Crash. What slot would be good to do 2-player Battletoads with? Henry Cavill. That's the easy answer, right? Keanu Reeves. All gamers, remotely gamer celebrities. Although I don't know that Keanu Reeves is really gamer celebrity, right? He's just in Cyberpunk, and everyone likes him because he's super chill. Damn it! I knew that there was, like, a way to get flies. Bill Murray? Yeah, that'd be cool. Problem is, you can't, like, this game is actually broken 2-player. I think it's impossible to beat, like, legitimately impossible. It just isn't balanced. Crap. Oh. Damn! Shit. was hoping to get through that stage without continuing. That's okay. Yeah, good Skyrim because spiders? Yeah. There's spiders in System Shock as well. And the villainous video game enemies. Oh, Stephanie freaks out whenever there are video game rats or mice. Which, let me tell you, that's pretty common. I think rats are cute. That's just me. Got tiny little faces, tiny little whiskers, little tails, tiny little grabby hands. What's there to not like? Moon Cache is kind of roguelike-y. The map is the same throughout. The items and stuff are random. Gotta be careful not to use up all the items, because you have to escape with all the characters in a single run to beat it. Okay, so yeah. If you like, suck up all the items as one character, they won't be there for the other characters. It's a really cool idea. Let's see if I can... Can you spawn the flies without spawning... Blag, I think his name is? Oh, it's this guy first. There are rats in Bloodborne? Yeah. Oh, I can't watch EDF because of the giant bugs? Yeah. EDF is basically, like, very specifically crafted nightmare fuel. Come on, flies. I'm pretty sure you can scroll forward just enough to spawn the flies so you can eat them without getting scared. Oh, another one of these. Yeah, Vermintide for your exposure stream. Exposure therapy stream. Okay. Pro Gamer Strat activated. There we go. Just freaks out so bad he just drops his stick. That's a good stick. Don't drop that stick. Oh! No. I need the juggles. God damn. Yeah, we got a real chonk lad incoming. No! Went down for the stick. That's how they get you. Big boy down. See, one thing for Battletoads, they didn't have a timer in an era when those were common. I guess that's true, yeah. Which is weird, because that is... Oh, crap, I thought I could fit through there. That is very much a coin-op mechanic. Like, you don't want to have someone put in a quarter and then walk away. So just put a timer, so the game ends. Yeah, there's no timer. I guess also timers are to prevent you from, like, score scamming the game. Which matters in this game, because points are how you get extra lives. But there's really not any position aside from the birds, and even then the screen scrolls, where you can just sit in one spot and get unlimited lives. Which would be kind of sick, actually, but that's why the game is fun and not trivial to beat. That's why it's a challenge worthy of Twitch's first gamer president. Alright. There's a score. I got 70,000 points. No one gives a shit. Yeah. You gotta take Polaroids and send them into Nintendo Power, so maybe they'll publish it. Oh, German took a decade to get big. Yeah, it's interesting looking at the streamers who kind of stream the kind of stuff I would want to, which is basically a bunch of variety, random stuff. And yeah, I've been trying to like see, okay, what makes them get big, and really it is just consistency, tenure, and then just having a good personality. But they've been at the game longer. They've been at the stream game longer than I have, so I'm not gonna be cracking open Twitch.tv playing Battletoads. Oh, Benins. Oh, so wait, is it Benins? Yeah, I think so. Cute as shit. Yeah. But my points. How long till you get poached by Mixer? Man, I wonder about that. Because genuinely, like, talking with chat and stuff is one of the things I enjoy the most, and I wouldn't, even for a second, think that people would follow me to Mixer. I wouldn't follow me to Mixer. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to argue. If Mixer plops a contract in front of you and says, we're gonna pay you to play video games. How does that keep killing me? Damn, I gotta get better at that jump. That's the dream, right? To just get a goddamn paycheck for sitting on your ass and playing video games all day? That's literally the dream. Let me go to Mixer? No, Tank Infantry, I don't blame you. I don't blame you for that. Like I said, I wouldn't either. So I wouldn't ask anyone to do that. But, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it, man. The Mixer was like, hey, you can play video games all day and you'll never have to worry about money. Shit, who would say no to that? I think if Facebook Gaming, I mean, I'm not big enough to be on either of their radars, to be clear. So this is, God, this is just theoretic. But I would say no to Facebook just on moral grounds. Like, I find Facebook pretty reprehensible. But that's just me. Virtue signaling complete. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You can do it? Yeah. I mean, I'm doing it now, and that's kind of part of it too, is like, well, even if the money's not the same, I don't need a whole lot of money to be happy. Money can solve a lot of problems, but I don't really have that many problems that money could solve, if that makes sense. Ah! How do I... The corners of those snakes are deceptive. I think the clipping on them is a lot sooner than the actual corner. Yeah, it happened again. Good lord. That's dumb. Why am I dying to that? Okay, I just gotta be more careful about those corners. I'm learning. Glad you're still here. I thought I would miss something. Nah, Pocket Man. I'm still getting my ass kicked by Battletoads. Feels good. Patron, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Technically, the corner is rounded. Yeah, you're right. I just need to not think that I can just stand right on the edge, because I really don't think you... Yeah, you... Okay. Also, like, the hitbox for your Toad is in the middle, not the edge. So you can't stand on corners or anything. That helps to learn, actually. These are the gamer strats. These are the gamer strats you gotta learn to lock the game down. And locked down it will be. It's also just a fun game. I like this game. Most people do. Turns out. This game requires a lot of patience and resilience. Yeah. It's okay. I think I'm a pretty patient guy. Patient when like no one else is it happened again. I got distracted and just slipped right off. Dang. Dang these slippery snakes! Like the chair in the background, looks stylish and comfy. There are a few chairs back there, but yeah, they're both stylish and comfy. I'd say that those qualifications apply. Exciting though. Oh, I almost did it again. I gotta stop that. I had the Battletoads game on Game Boy, and that was basically, there were a couple of Battletoads on Game Boy, I guess, but the one that I had was basically the NES version, with like half the stages removed because I guess they just wouldn't fit. But they did have Snake Pit, so good lord. That's change in speed when you land on a moving snake is really throwing me for a loop. I gotta watch out for that. So I did get some amount of practice at this stage. Way back when, like 20 years ago. Yeah. Oh, wait, we're not done. I thought that was it. I thought that was the last one. Oh, no! Oh, shit. Well. Which streams Xenoblade Chronicles Remake when that comes out, or do you have zero interest in that? No, I have interest in that. I've been wanting to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on stream. I actually really like that game, too, so... Xenoblade Chronicles. So, yeah. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. JRPGs are hard to bite off, though. They're long. Oh! Damn it, I should have landed on that platform. Hold on. Samwise, thank you for the cheer. Raging VR Viking. Thank you for the Prime sub. That's a cool name. I really hope I don't know why I slept on it. I mean, it's expensive, so that's mostly why. But, I do kind of hope that I can get an index before Half-Life Alyx comes out. I always just get so nervous about spending that amount of money. Oh, you have to jump over. Oh, okay. Right. Is that it? Oh, continue, okay. 30 hours of text and 30 hours of grinding. Both the good and the bad ones. Yeah, but that text, huh? Also, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is not quite as hyper-anime as Chronicles 2. Don't have dem titties. Which means it's not as good. Okay, for Persona 5 Royal. I don't know, I feel like I already played. I got my Persona time in. See the Fast 9 yet? I saw the image. Is there a teaser or a trailer or something? Fresh Battletoad themed freestyle? Oh jeez. I don't think I can spit bars. I'm a Battletoad. You know I walk the road. 'Cause I gotta blow my load. All over the snake chode. Gonna run in the snake pit. Gonna holler and cry and throw a fit. You know it's lit when we spit solid rhymes many times. Trying to get that gamer throne. Oh! Beating Battletoads. Sorry. Get me on a day when I'm not hungover, and I might do a little better. Something not just monosyllabic rhymes. Persona's amazing. It really is, yeah. What are they? I haven't really followed it because I'd never really felt the desire to play Persona 5 again, but what are they adding in Royal? Like new characters, new storylines kind of thing? Oh yeah, get your electrolytes. It's not really that, it's just more my stomach. My stomach is raunchy right now. And usually when this happens, I eat junk food to make it feel better. Because it does feel better when it has something in it, like it's not as acidic. But then I end up taking a lot of like I've taken a lot of calories when I drink, and then I take in more calories to make my stomach feel better when I'm recovering, so it really is a double-edged sword. It hits me coming and going. Dang it. Get that pH down. Oh, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half salt. I mean, yeah, you're just describing Tums now, which I've already been using. Sodium bicarbonate. It helps. It helps for a little bit, but really it's just like the lining of my stomach is super mad at me, so. Ah, what am I doing? Dumb mistakes, man. Getting distracted. My tum-tum's all gurgly at me. I feel like this is about the difficulty I want from a platformer. Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's fair most of the time. It's responsive. The jump arcs feel good. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. Pretty fun platformer. Really, the thing that, again, and I kind of said this before, the thing that really, like, always appealed to me about this game is just the crazy variety in it. And just the wild inventiveness. Damn it! Damn it! Same place. Yeah. Oh! That's frustrating. I was so sure I was gonna beat Snake Pit. I mean, so far, every time I've played, I've gotten further, so... Yeah, I hit that spike bad. I gotta not try to run through that. I keep thinking I can just hold left and jump, but that's not worth... It's not worth it. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go put something in my stomach. Hope it'll calm it down. Use the restroom, and I'll be back. I'll be back killing this game, murdering it. Okay, guys. Thank you for your patience. I put food in my stomach, which means it now feels 100% better. It was actually starting to distract me a little bit. I'm gonna pin it on that. Guys, I didn't beat the game because I had a tummy ache. No longer. At least I bought myself a couple hours. Oh no, another putz. Thank you for the Prime sub. What'd you eat? Huel. It's pretty good. It's pretty good streamer chow. It's just like nutritional powder that you mix with water, and then it makes a nutrient sludge that is basically Put a clip of the Tribe's Vengeance campaign. I mean, I really like Tribe's Vengeance. Do you mean like, were there cutscenes? I don't really remember. Yeah, it's similar to Soylent, but I don't know that it's soy-based. Maybe it is? I don't know. Yeah, soy calf, exactly. Dude, grapefruit. That's the other reason that I like it, is it is incredibly futuristic. It's 2020, man. You gotta live like it. An old NBA promo shit up while you were away. More of these. I mean, that was probably just from a commercial block, I would assume. But yeah, I definitely have a lot more of those to add. I've been trying to break off time to edit out some more clips, because yeah, I feel like kind of ground out a lot of the ones that are there now. Since I've been streaming a lot more, definitely been showing a lot more of them. Ah, I didn't double tap. Oh well, whatever. At least I didn't think I did. But yeah, I think the old catalog could use an update. I think. Let's get that one. Reset. I thought about it. I'm gonna try to avoid. I'm not speedrunning here. I'm gonna try to avoid resetting for every slight problem. Oh, reset. Take suggestions from our clips. Sure. Just there aren't many like requirements or anything. Just bear in mind that I do try to avoid. I do try to avoid using media that's currently active and monetized by its creator. So like, yeah, second perspective boss fight is pretty cool. So if it's a funny YouTube video that like a creator made and it's still up and monetized, I'm not going to use that. Sometimes get some people submitting that stuff, but the kind of my personal guidelines is that I want it to be like abandoned media mostly. Old, like, cause nobody knows about, like, nobody cares about old commercials. It's partial copyright concerns. It's also more just kind of respect to people that make content and not trying to just ape their shit. And it's also more just like, I mean, being in a YouTube game. Reset. Being in the YouTube, no, it doesn't have to be before 2000. It just largely is, because the older things are, the more likely they are to be forgotten. But, you know, in the YouTube and media space, I think a lot about how 99% of everything I make is just gonna get forgotten. Oh, you only get one up per bird? I thought you could keep farming them. Oh, Mudboggin, good to see you, man. Thank you for gifting subs. Really, thank you. A lot of gifts going on today. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah. I'm fascinated by the fact that like there's been like disposable, effervescent, forgotten media made all the time at all points in history. So it's fun to like everyone remembers the big ones, but time washes away the smaller, stupider ones. So I don't know. I find it really fascinating to go back and look at the things that weren't immortalized or memorialized or at all. I think those can sometimes be a closer or can tell you more about a particular time period than the good stuff that came out of it. Ah, so close. So that's part of it. That's my overwrought creative approach to what I put in there and how I put in there. Now, not everything is like that. There are some clips from like movies, from film, that are like not my material, and certainly not completely forgotten either. But I make exceptions if something is particularly evocative, I guess is what I would say. Biggest Bobbert, you can copyright this art? Thank you. Well, now I have the rights to your heart, so any emotions you feel are now my property. Like a Blizzard EULA all of a sudden. I should lay off a Blizzard. Or should I? I don't know. Warcraft 3 Reforged is boy is that a fire. I don't understand, man. It got delayed multiple times, and it still came out with, like, nothing. Jesus. And it's like, it's not even... Normally in situations like this, I try to be empathetic and think like, okay, what design problems could they have hit that would have led to this situation? But it's a remake, man! The game's already there, like... Capcom can grind out remakes, like, once a year! Yeah, and for it to have, like... For it to have less than it was shown 2 years ago? Wow, yeah... Captain Varig, I don't get it. And I don't know, I don't like to be mean or like dogpile on games that are having a hard time, but yow. Dude, let's stop. No. What happened to the Warcraft 3 remake? Oh, it just like it removed features that were in Warcraft 3 and in Warcraft 3 Classic. Actually patched them out. Or rather, they're not in Reforged and then also when they launched Reforged, they patched them out of Classic so that I guess there wouldn't be a functional that's not jump. So that there wouldn't be a functional disparity between the two versions of the game. So not only did they release a new game that has less features than an old game, but they removed features from the older game. And like the biggest reason that I was interested in it was the like the remade cutscenes. Instead of just all the cutscenes happening in the RTS engine, I guess they showed off at like BlizzCon 2018. They showed off. Yeah, Disneyland was great. Now I'll go to their holiday parties. Don't get me wrong, but they showed off cutscenes that were like had cinematic camera angles and really good character models, like actually modern cutscenes. And then Reforged comes out and it's back to RTS camera, of just like camera top down, looking at little RTS units bobble as VO plays. It's just wild, man. Yeah, that's kind of Dr. Levin. That's what I was referring to. How they went out and explicitly said that all of the content you make in their game is copyrighted them, which kind of makes sense because I guess they feel like they let Dota slip through their fingers, and now they're just being like, no, if you make it in our game, we have it. It's ours. Which, not, God. Like, of all the how many PR losses do you really want? Are you chasing them down? Instead of making games, are you getting together in a room and, like, thinking about ways to piss people off? Because you're getting pretty good at it. Anyway. Yeah, it's just... It's a bummer. Like, I feel like the Diablo 4 trailer is the highest Blizzard has soared in the last 5 years. I guess WoW Classic people seem to like okay. So, there's that. Activision is an irreparably corrupted Blizzard at this point. I don't think it's Activision, to be frank. There's really not a lot of that happening. Or rather, I guess I can't speak to Blizzard. I don't know for sure. What I can say is what usually happens. Here's how the path usually happens. If a company's making money, parent companies tend to not mess with it. Tend to not mess with it. If what you're doing is working and you get acquired, your company might they might offer assets to you for you to make more money, because that's what they want. But if you're making money, they usually don't have the time or inclination to butt in and meddle with things. I would guess Blizzard stopped making money, and that's when Activision had to come in and be like, okay, we're gonna try to fix this for you. And then once Activision started trying to fix it for them, then people started leaving. But the original sin in most situations like this is on the company that got acquired losing profitability. And that's usually because they, are you warping or playing full? I'm trying to play full, Bottle Leg Pirate. Or, yeah. Hold on. Bottle G Pirate. Bot Leg Pirate. There, okay. Whoops. What do you think about Overwatch 2? I can't really think about anything about it because it's not a game yet. I air quotes played it at BlizzCon, but it was super underwhelming. The content they had at BlizzCon wasn't as good as the PvE events they've run in Overwatch in the past. Some of the stuff they talked about was neat, but I don't really see the vision of how it's going to live as a game, or why it's justifying its price as a game, as a sequel. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on Overwatch 2 even a little bit. But it's also not a game. What they showed kind of tells me that game is at least 3 years away. And the way Blizzard has been acting lately, probably more like 4. They just don't make games anymore. They say Overwatch 2 is gonna have a campaign. Yeah, it'll have a story mode. And that's cool. That's cool. But that's not... The content they showed was not very good. And the content they talked about was interesting, but all they did was talk about it. They didn't even have, they didn't have assets to show, they didn't have concept art. They didn't really have much of anything. Which makes me think that game got announced way too early. I think that's where it's at. It's they announced that game super early, and if I'm getting conspiratorially minded, it's because I want to say it's because they invested so much in Overwatch League and that didn't generate any of the revenue they thought it would. So they announced Overwatch 2 to try and drum up interest in the game again. But they announced it super early, just to be an easy button they can slap to try to get people to care about Overwatch again. Yeah, GD, I think it's 100% that. I think Blizzard's just making less money. I think their World of Warcraft... So, I think what happened with Blizzard was shades of Valve. World of Warcraft was their cash cow for so long. They got used to working at their own pace and having all the money in the world. And then WoW subs bled. But, once people get used to, taking it easy, they don't really get the fire back. And when you ask them to, they quit. So... I think World of Warcraft enabled Blizzard to be really chill for a long time about little things like making games. They just didn't have to do it. I think Overwatch was kind of a really happy accident. Well, accident, no. No game is ever an accident. They seem to have a really good team that made Overwatch. And I guess they had the time and the resources and actually got it out the damn door. But Overwatch was also pretty content anemic when it launched, if we're being honest. I think it was mostly the art really soared and the game types were fun. And it was fairly well balanced out the gate. But yeah, I don't know, I've seen this happen at a couple of companies. CD Projekt Red is the only one where it hasn't happened yet. But usually once game studios have, yeah, once they get a good flow of money going, they get used to it. And when you don't have to kill yourself to make games, you stop killing yourself to make games. I really hope that doesn't happen to Valve. It already did, man. When's the last time they made a game? I guess they're making Half-Life Alyx, but we'll see about that. And I shouldn't just talk shit, but it doesn't feel like Valve made that game. It feels like Valve participated, but they probably... Ah, God! This platforming is wild. I don't know. My gut just says that like 80% of that game was outsourced. That they were spending all day dicking around with trading cards. Ah! And making CS:GO knives and shit. Dude! Aha! Just comes out of the corner of the screen like crazy. Yeah, that's the case for Left 4 Dead and Dota 2. Yeah, when's the last time they made a game? Like, made a game? Half-Life 2 Episode 2? Team Fortress 2? I guess Orange Box. Although Portal was also another studio. Yeah, and they even bought, what is it? They bought that one dev studio about lesbians in the desert. Lo and behold, that studio's not making a game anymore. It's just like, it's so goddamn Valve. You have all the money in the world, you don't have to care. Anyway, that's me being pretty pessimistic though. I should be clear, like I don't know any of this stuff. I'm just speaking out my ass. About Warcraft 3 Reforged, one thing I actually did HD textures Blizzard didn't even do. They outsourced the work to an Asian company. Yeah. So the parts they tried to do, they had to scrap because they couldn't get it done, even after it got delayed. I forget about that jump. They got the Firewatch devs. Yeah, Campo Santo, that's right. They bought them. The game they were making has now been shelved. I don't know. It's sad. Crusher of Cities, thanks for the resub. I wonders if it's lost profitability or stopped making record profits every quarter. Either one. Either one is bad. In a corporate system, if you're not consistently growing, something's wrong. And that's when they got to do executive shakeups. That's when parent companies come in and start changing things around. But yeah, as long as you're bringing in cash, and especially if the cash you're bringing in is growing year over year, people don't mess with you. That's the other thing. Like, people don't like work, and messing with a company is work. Digging in there and being like, we're Activision, we're evil, we're gonna I thought that one felt weird. We're gonna come in and like fire all the cool people and tell you guys to stop making fun games. Like, Activision, why would they go another way to do that? You know? I don't think there's any interest in that. I think it's kind of like EA BioWare thing. It's not EA's fault BioWare forgot how to make games. It's not EA's fault that everyone that was good at making games quit the company. Captain's Girl Toy. Ooh. Thank you for the resub. Activision doesn't make fun games anymore either. Well, what is? I mean, Activision is not a dev. I mean, they publish fun games sometimes. There's a tribute get Warcraft 3 Reforged. It replaces your old Warcraft 3. My understanding is that Warcraft 3 Classic has already been patched to remove some of the features that are not present in Reforged. That is my understanding. I haven't checked, which is also kind of a bummer because I remember that they did patch Warcraft 3 Classic not too long ago to add like widescreen support and newer resolutions, which was actually really chill. Like, that was super cool of them. And when that happened, I played a little bit of it. I was like, hey, yeah, Warcraft 3, I remember this game. And I was like, oh yeah, Warcraft 3, yeah, I remember this game. And then, but it's a real bummer to hear that like some of that stuff got taken out. Let's never talk about BioWare again. I mean, it's possible they can come back, but boy, it's going to require some deep humbling and a lot of rehiring. I don't know. Once you like, once a staff gets to a certain critical mass of people who just don't work or don't like working, oh boy, I don't know that you can ever recover from that. I remember there was a tipping point at Machinima where I looked around and realized that like 80% of people just didn't do anything. Came in late, left early, and just didn't do anything. Like, it was people that hired their friends and nobody had any actual skills. They just got their friends in the door so they could just chill out and soak up all that sweet investor money. And once it gets there, like, there's nothing to do. It cruises on life support until it dies. Because you can't, what are you gonna do, fire everyone at the company and start over? This toad is very radical, BBmon. I'm glad you are appreciating the ratitude of this sweet, sweet toad. No! Aw. Way too long a DM on Twitter before when you put out a call for Blizzard fanboys and IG on shit on Reforged like 2 years ago. Just shit on Reforged. Oh. Wait, just shit on Reforged like 2 years ago? Yeah, I remember that one. That was like... So wait. Did you were shitting on Reforged back before it came out? Meanwhile, people with actual skills can't get hired because they have no connections. Well, yeah. It's the way of the world, man. It sucks, but... I mean, I didn't really have connections either. My connection was... I had written video game blog articles with a dude on a volunteer website years before that guy went on to work at Machinima. And that connection got me like a few contracting writing jobs. And then I delivered on those and kept pitching more work. And then was eventually, like, got more contracting work and then more contracting work and then eventually a full-time position. So, to some degree, like, you make your own connections too. Just by virtue of getting out there and working with people and developing a reputation. Fuck! God. Make it sound like that's what you have to do, evolve in some way or go extinct. Yeah? What the fuck? What? Why are they all cluttered up like that? And in that way, I can't, like... I really can't, I shouldn't be so hard on Valve because I feel like the things they've done with Steam are genuinely impressive and demonstrate that evolution. The way that they gamify buying stuff on Steam, the way that they've basically gamified the whole platform is pretty impressive. And the maintenance of Dota 2 and CSGO are astounding, like best in class. There are very few games that old that are still that active, both in spectation and play. And they found a way to continue to monetize the system in a way that the audience mostly doesn't mind, aside from all the borderline illegal gambling. Diablo 4 looks good? Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited about Diablo 4. I mean, that's the thing. It really is all about the games, and that's such like a... That's such a dumb, like, news pundit thing to say, but it's so true, man. People will overlook anything if an awesome game comes out. I mean, myself included. Most of the time. Most of the time. Can't be League, though. Yeah. They showed gameplay? Yeah. There was a gameplay demo at BlizzCon, and some influencers got to actually stream it, so there should be pretty long and raw gameplay out there. This is a strange level. It sure is Pringle Bread. This whole game is strange. That's what's so weird is, like, even though it is somewhat artistically consistent, thematically, you have, what the hell's going on here? Who knows? I'm riding on giant snakes. Went, ah! Got me again. Crap, okay. Yeah, no, Diablo 3 is not the best. I mean, it's fun, ish. It is, I think it's well designed for what it is, but boy, did it take all the teeth out of Diablo. It is just the softest kind of like mobile-esque action RPG experience. Like the question is never, are you good or bad? It's how quickly can you kill everything. It's like the Dynasty Warriors of action RPGs. And to some degree, it is interesting in that regard, of like trying to min-max your skill sets and stuff like that. But I much prefer like for there to be more of a skill factor in action games or RPGs. Yeah, Diablo 2's for men, dude. Diablo 1, that's a manly game right there. And yeah, I need to put more time into Path of Exile. I checked it out a little bit, but everyone kind of points to that as the real heir apparent to Diablo, and not just because it's grim dark. Its number go up the game, yeah. Big number make me feel good. Woof. Spacing those jumps on a moving snake is shockingly difficult. Okay, I'll actually concentrate instead of rambling about game companies I know nothing about. At some point, that's gotta bite me in the ass, right? Talking shit about people that are very talented and work hard. Hey, if you work at Blizzard or Valve, I genuinely, and I mean this, I'm sorry. I don't mean to like be so negative. I can't deny though that part of it is also me just being a little heartbroken is maybe too strong a word. Bitter, maybe. I don't know. It's so, you want to think that like if somebody made good games once, they should make good games forever. And the funny thing is, I'm not starved for good games. I'm playing a goddamn, like, 20-year-old, 30-year-old game here. What am I complaining about? Ah! Damn it! Why is this messing with me so much? It's good to have opinions about things people work on. I know it is. I'm not apologizing. Well, I guess I am apologizing for that. I'm more like, I guess... Speaking outside of one's depth is something that I try to avoid doing. But I guess I wouldn't have much to say about anything if I didn't presuppose something at some point. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on with my dumb brain right now? Based on what you played of The Witcher 3, are there any areas you think Cyberpunk might improve on? Yeah. I do kind of wish the combat were a little more mechanically interesting. When there's a really hard boss fight, it kind of gets there. Where you have to dodge and use signs and use oils and use bombs. And to some degree, why did I fall off it again in the same way? I don't know what's going on with me right now. Thing is, though, like, Cyberpunk will have more variables in the combat, which means it's probably less likely that it will be balanced to that degree. A game like Sekiro can have the combat it does because there's only one weapon. There's the sword. So you can base all the combat mechanics and all the encounters off of those tools. But with Cyberpunk, you'll have, like, different character builds with different weapons and different skills that approach each combat encounter in different ways. Which is, I guess, just by definition going to mean that some combat encounters will be extremely difficult, some will be trivial. Which, to be frank, was kind of my experience in most of the Souls games. Is based on my build, some bosses would be extremely challenging, and some would just not be that hard at all. So I'm kind of hoping that it has some aspect of that to it. That, like, your character build means that mechanically your playthrough will be unique. That's the essence of an RPG. Yeah. So, in that respect, I'm not... I didn't think there was a third one. Gosh. I gotta be more careful, man. I'm not super worried about it in that situation though, because that's kind of what I'm expecting. I'm not expecting something where, like, I guess when I'm thinking about Witcher 3, I'm like, well, I mean, Geralt's gonna have 2 swords and these 5 signs all the time. So it is kind of a bummer that the sword combat is not a little more interesting or mechanically robust. Because it really is just weak attack and then dodge every time you see them wind up for an attack. Or if they're human, do a parry. Which even then you don't really have to do. It just makes it go by faster. But I've come to understand that I'm not really coming to Witcher 3 for, like, Sekiro-style combat. It's more the world, the exploration, the story. And then the various, like, contracts and boss fights are fun. That's kind of where that experience is. Okay. I'm trying to focus on this stupid snack. God! I don't know why it grabbed me. I guess I hit the landing plane as soon as I jumped. Huh. I gotta jump earlier, maybe? But yeah, another trading card game would be cool. Like some kind of game-wide metagame. I'm really into that stuff. I've always been a fan of dumb shit like that. A metagame inside the game. Triple Trad got me good back in the day. It's still getting me in Final Fantasy XIV. A long tradition of collectible card games inside of other games. You know what would make Cyberpunk the perfect video game? Fishing. A fishing minigame. Shit! I thought there was another one! Man. I'm biffing it. I'm biffing it. Maybe I'm getting poo brain. Whoa! Weird, okay. Yeah, I'm getting scuffed. You need Adderall? I do. Yeah, I'm a little woozy. Went to sleep really late last night. Was out at Disneyland pretty late. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's wait for it. This was the Battletoads level that finished me. I don't think I beat it once or twice. Only one life left, so I didn't see much of the next level. Yeah, I don't know what's next. Is it the sewers? If you scroll the screen up too far, does the bottom snake not spawn in anymore? Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Damn it! Fuck. Have you beaten this game fully? No. Knights and Ghouls? Oh, you mean Ghosts and Goblins? Or maybe it was called something else in a different region. I have never beaten that game either. Yeah, the sharks. It's funny, because I've only seen people, like, play this game when they're good at it. So they make the sharks seem really easy. I wish I had the Ghost of Disneyland Just 'Cause money. I mean, I guess I do, but specifically yesterday was, can't stand that close to the front of the snake! Yesterday was, Blizzard's holiday party. Isn't this game unbeatable due to a glitch or something on a speed bike level? It is if you're playing two-player, that's my understanding. Yeah. And if you have two players, you cannot possibly finish. Luckily we don't got two players. Just one man. One man and a video game. And a dream. A dream to beat Battletoads. Yeah. Just another challenge for gamers to overcome. Shit. Oh. Are there any areas you think Cyberpunk could fall short given how different it is compared to The Witcher? Oh yeah, that's... I don't know. I think the biggest problem is probably going to be people expecting it to do everything. And it can't. It actually can't. That's impossible for a game to do everything, or be like a 100% perfect reactive world simulator. But I think as long as people come to it with some kind of understanding that there are boundaries to what a game can do, and how many of your choices it can actually meaningfully acknowledge, I don't think it'd be an issue. Yeah, Loki of Yorkshire. Thanks for gifting us up. Ah! Game getting done by expectations again? Yeah. They've been pretty good about trying to be as clear and explicit in terms of the scope of the game, I think. They've only said a few things that, like, gamers, TM, might run away with. But they've largely been... I mean, they've done everything they can, right? They've showed whole... or they had the one huge unedited chunk of gameplay. They had the other one, it's large, that was like just largely explanatory. Here's the game, here's what you can expect. Oh, Nolan, you're gifting us up. That's super kind of you. Yeah, Elden Ring. I'm very excited for Elden Ring. I don't even care. Like, it's just, it's another game from FromSoft. That's enough. That's all I need to know. Alright, let's see if I can knock this out. Need to stop making dumbass mistakes. Need to make smart-ass mistakes. But yeah, man, it's funny thinking back to like the Blizzard videos we did earlier. At the time, I was, and I still stand by it, I was like, there's not a reason to be all that mad yet. Or there's not a reason to think that Blizzard is dead yet. Now I'm kind of like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this one. Okay. First try. It's good. Damn it! Oh! At least I got to this screen, I guess. Fucking edge detection, man. I gotta figure that shit out. No! Yeah. I think you can just sprint to the exit from there. I think. I think if you just do a sprint jump, you can just make it over the whole thing. I seem to recall watching far more professional streamers do that. Should I try it? Should I try it? One time for the whole world, for all the shot. Ah! Yes! You can bounce off the spikes. Hell yeah! Pro plays! Horny time. Oh, it's the lava zone or whatever? Yeah. Thank you, Samwise. Yeah, fire zone. Oh, and then elevator shaft. Jesus Christ. Well, personal best. Did it. Whoop. Boom. Is there the run emote yet? Not yet. I need to do one. I actually guest account. What I'm working on, I need to experiment a little more, but basically I'm gonna add a ton of emotes that are just words. So like gamer, max, 100%, run, like just basically a ton of like stylized words that you can then kind of Mad Libs into like 100% gamer run, stuff like that. 100% gamer plays, yeah, rad gamer plays, stuff like that. So like you can basically just make stupid dumb sentences. Garlic emote. Just because I like garlic? Whoa. I mean, I like garlic too. Idiot. Ooh. You just want proliferation across Twitch? I mean, that is legitimate, right? If you have an emote set, do people straight up sub for emote sets? Oh, garlic from Shenmue, got it, yeah. I like how it just turned around. Dude, grapefruit, thanks for the sub. Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah, so yeah. It's basically weird. It's gonna be like the hacker font that I use for I mean, first of all, it's called Hacker, but it's also a stupid-looking font. I just need to figure out how to make the words legible at really small... I've already done some experimenting with it, but I also want them to be a little bit stylized. So, I'm thinking just like copying Twitch's angular drop shadow, basically. So it looks a little more in keeping with the current styling of the website. And then making it so you can, yeah, you can make hype-ass sentences. Peepo pants. Okay, I just wanted to see how far it would go. Oh, you're approaching me? Okay. What the fuck? What? What was that? Okay. Drunk watching DS9 with this stream in the background as I get more fucked up. So waiting my Chick-fil-A, but so far this Friday is 10 out of 10. Very nice. That does sound like an awesome Friday. Getting that party started, dude. Dude! Okay, weird. It's flamey. Cool. Okay. Another turbo tunnel thing. There being some shit where you like have to move forward and back. I guess we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. Oh! God damn it. Yeah, is Picard pretty good? Hey! Dang. Playing a Frogman in my current D-Day campaign, so with the idea of Frog from Chrono Trigger. I think I get more Battletoads inspiration in there. Good. Is he jacked? Does he beat people up? His giant frog fists? Yeah. He's pretty jacked. He's a paladin sorcerer. It's much better than Discovery, which was a disappointment. Okay, well that's good. I mean, everything starts. I hate New Trek and Picard. Fuck, it's so bad. They made the Federation racist xenophobes like America. It's so fucking bad it makes my soul hurt. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Man, one of the things I always loved about Star Trek was how optimistic it was. That's annoying. That actually does make me not want to watch it. Well, you know what? I think that'll do it for Battletoads today. I'm gonna switch over to Sekiro. See if I can finish that game. Okay. Very slowly scouting this game out. Boy, it's gonna be long, slow, grinding progress to beat this damn game. But yeah. I'll be back with Sekiro in just a second. Another quick break here. And I'll be right back with you guys, so thank you for watching. See you guys soon.